Hey folks, how you doing? Paul with you this fine Tuesday afternoon, 24th of March. It is 3:45 to be precise in the afternoon, so almost 4 o'clock. Let's go ahead and get you caught up on everything that I think you should know about. All right, let's go ahead and start out with the markets, and we'll do them one by one, and then we'll get into the Drudge Report. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the Dow. The NASDAQ is down about 70% of 1%. So not a major move there, down 153 points. And we will, as soon as I can figure out how to do this, we will get over to the Dow and see if we can get you caught up on that. The Dow is absolutely flat. Okay, so not any movement. 46,200. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the JM Bullion. We'll find out where the metals lie at the moment. Okay, gold is flat. It's up $2.86 at $44.17, and silver's up 76 cents at $70.32. So there's your metal report. And what is there? Oil. Let's check oil, and then off we go into the news. Oil is it's up 4% at $91.60. I guess the traders are not willing to make the price go down by dropping the price down because there's still problems, and they're still hitting Israel. And they've got these missiles that detach and go into small bomblets. And the Arrow missiles are not capable of stopping them unless you want to spend on every attack wave every hour or two $75 million for each $3 million interceptor. So if you have 24 bomblets, it's 75 million. And it's a war of attrition. That's what Iraq is doing to the Western countries right now. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into Drudge. And let's see what the world is bringing us today. Okay, how do I get here? Why am I? Okay, go. Yeah, very good. Drudge Report, here we go. New York Times says Trump continues war for Crown Prince. Well, they better be careful because Saudi Arabia may be lit up like a torch. I don't think you're going to take away all the missiles from Iran, and they're going to continue to get hammered is what I think is going to happen. But that's just my thoughts on it. Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe Iran is down to their last 4 missiles. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hang on, folks, hang on. Okay, let's get back to what's going on. Okay, thousands of Marines arrive. 82nd Airborne deploys Gulf states to join fight, ? Oil, $100. A little lower than that. But yeah, the Brentwood crude probably is about $100 right now. In fact, we will check this. Brentwood, let's see how much it is. And sorry, folks, it's just taking a long time. I'm in an area with very poor reception. 99.37. So yes, it's pretty close indeed to $100. All right, let's go ahead and get you back to the Drudge Report, where we will bring you up to date. We, meaning me. I don't have a little mouse in my pocket, but I am thirsty. Okay, Tony Blair says Iran now has clear path to victory. Absolutely. Because Iran only has to be sand in the shorts or the briefs of the world. And the world is going to get real upset with sand in their crotch. They're just going to get real upset about it, and it's not exactly accurate. Very high prices of oil is not really sand in your crotch. It's something much more serious. British troops come under attack. U.S. awaits response on peace summit as Israel watches warily. Update: half a billion bet on oil minutes before Trump announcement. Who was it? Who cares? Kim from North Korea fame vows to irreversibly cement North Korea nuke status. Hard to say with him. It's hard to say. Who knows? JP Morgan warns of national security risk in old grid networks. Treasury declares USA insolvent in bombshell report. We've got trillions and trillions in debt, not 39 trillion. They're saying it's something more like 100 or more trillion. So take it from there. Hedge fund explores shifting Dubai staff to Jersey because it's getting bombed and will continue so. Moody's cuts rating on private credit fund. Wall Street crisis spreads as shadow bank blocks withdrawals. Unaffordable America, this is in red letters. Wealth gap at modern day high. Trump, who calls mail-in voting cheating, just voted by mail. Graduates this year face the grimmest job market in years. Jay-Z is doing some sort of interview. Spring break. Drunken flash mobs turn Florida beaches into war zones. I don't know. They didn't do this back in the 80s when I was savvy to all this, taking them back and forth from to the airport to the beach. But now evidently they're doing flash mobs, so not a good thing. All right, let's continue on and get you. The Russian oil tanker playing chicken with Trump over Cuba developing. Very interesting. Let's take a look at that. What are they going to do? Blow it up? Risk going to war with Russia? Russian oil tanker playing chicken with Trump over Cuba. Russia appears to be testing U.S. commitment in the Western Hemisphere as Washington already battles the Kremlin. The Anatoly Kolodkin is steaming toward the Caribbean. The Russian oil tanker's official destination is Cuba, ferrying an estimated 730 barrels of crude oil across the Atlantic. Tankers flying a Russian flag. A Russian warship escorted it through the English Channel, where it was tracked by the Royal Navy for 48 hours, only to turn back as soon as the tanker was clear. While the Kremlin declined to confirm reports of Russian oil heading to Cuba, it also has made little effort to conceal it. And I'm not gonna read this whole thing. I don't know. I don't want to waste any more time on this because we're going to have to wait for the next, 72 hours or whatever it is. Maybe next week we'll find out what's going on. I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to sink it? I don't know. Okay. A Chinese publication claims USA has 2 months of rare earth minerals left. Kind of a problem. It could be right. The United States picks up an awful lot of the rare mineral assets from China, is what I hear. ICE detains parents of more than 11,000 U.S. citizens. Good. They can take them all back, the whole kit and caboodle as far as I'm concerned. Sorry about that. Investigators sent to deadly LaGuardia crash was stuck in TSA line for 3 hours. Expert blames stressed, quote-unquote, system for fatal collision. Nearly half of TSA agents call out developing. Pope hosts exorcists at Vatican as surge in Satanism raises alarm. Shock, scientists aim to grow headless humans and farm their organs. That's not an exactly new idea, but without the head, it would be just seen as a body parts farm of sorts. Xi Jinping's morality crackdown has new victim, global wine trade. And real bad heat. We're almost done here. I got maybe 6 stories left. CDC issues global travel notice as incurable brain bleeding virus reaches Americas. Troubles, CNN staffers brace for more layoffs. Cable stars forced into podcasting. Megyn Kelly fumes at Rupert Murdoch. She says he'll be dead soon. That's her saying that. Best places to live in America, spare me. Louisiana, most stressed state. South Dakota, least. Stolen dogs escape Chinese meat factory. That's terrible. I'll tell you, folks, they do it in the Philippines, too. It's all of Asia has a trade for it. And I tried it one time, and I couldn't get it past the front of my teeth. As soon as I put it behind, I would throw up. I don't know if it's psychological or whatever it is. I just couldn't do it. I didn't like the taste of it, and I didn't like anything else either. Stand by. Oh, sorry for that interruption. Let's see. Moon hit by massive object as NASA declares once-in-a-century event. Extra 11 minutes sleep each night can reduce heart attack risk. Exercise can lower Alzheimer's risk. Scientists may have discovered why. That's about it. Folks, I wish there was something more exciting we could get into, but there is not. Take care, and I will see you later. Bye. Have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe. Be nobody. We'll see you tomorrow.